This flight is gonna be long. Alright, for me to get to Japan, it's a 12-hour long haul, about 13 hours total in the air. I have a layover in Canada, and then they jet us on over straight through for 12 hours. It's a long time. I kind of like it, but let's talk about what it means to survive a long trip like that. Eat a good breakfast. Please. Your trip starts at home, so just make sure that you eat a good breakfast, set yourself up for success, have your bags packed before the morning or evening that you leave so you're not rushing, and start the trip out on a nice little sweet note. Alright, once you get to the airport, hydrate. Get a water bottle to drink and get an extra for your bag because that's going to be really important. Planes are dry and you're going to be on it for a long time, so you want to make sure that you're hydrating so you don't get dehydrated and have to deal with all the symptoms of that. And also, it just keeps your health up, keeps your mood up. It's a good thing to do. As well as hydrate at the airport, make sure you're walking around. You're about to sit for a long time and it's gonna be uncomfortable, and just walk around. Exercise those legs, keep your blood pumping. It'll make for a nicer flight, I promise. 2 other things to do while you are on the ground at the airport is get your playlist right, make sure it sounds good, full of songs you love. It's got stuff to listen to, stuff to do. Maybe download some apps on your phone, some games that you can play, something to just keep your interest while you are on the flight. Also, find good snacks. They'll be in-flight snacks, but you have to wait for them to come to you and you're not guaranteed what you're gonna get, so pick out a snack that you like. So once you're on the plane, I haven't done this before, but I'm gonna do it this trip. Put on compression socks. I've heard that it is really nice for your legs, especially because you're sitting for so long. When you're on the plane, get comfortable, have like a backpack or something that you can keep by your feet with your essentials in it so you don't have to get up into the overhead bins every time you need something. It's a hassle and the people around you won't really appreciate you for it. Just have a bag that you can keep at your feet that you can pull whatever items you need out of. My last tip for being on the plane is to sleep to reduce jet lag. So you can get a world clock on your phone. It'll tell you what time it is at your destination, and start sleeping when you should be, when the people at your destination are sleeping. And this just starts to get your body in tune with the time change that you're about to go through. Flights and airlines are different, but pretty standard for an international flight. You're going to get a blanket, a small pillow, and some headphones. They're great to use. I do not pack a neck pillow or blanket for myself, but I see other people do it all the time, one of those that'll fit around your neck so you can sleep comfortably on the plane. I actually just bring a sweatshirt and ball it up, and that's good enough for me. I also bring my own headphones just because they work nicer than the ones that they give you. On the plane, there are going to be meals and snacks. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. You can't really predict it, so you just gotta roll with it. That's the benefit of having snacks with you as a nice fallback. And they also come around with the drink cart often. It's super tempting to get soda all the time. I really like to get ginger ale on flights, but if you're gonna get soda, maybe ask for water in addition to that, just so that you are staying hydrated, not getting a stomach ache or anything, because that much soda and sitting and you're gonna want water because it gets dry on the plane. It gets really dry. Also, don't forget to bring your phone charger in your carry-on, because there's probably going to be an outlet for you to charge your phone, and you're going to need it after 12 hours, especially if you have a phone like me. If I use it for like, I don't know, 2 hours, it's usually like, charge me. It's quite the pain. Also must have Dramamine on flights, otherwise I will get crazy motion sick. So if that's you or you're not sure, I would bring Dramamine or at least Tylenol. I mean, once you're up in the air, you're not coming down. So if you start feeling sick, you need a way to combat that. Last tip is to dress in layers. So if you are cold, that's okay, you're prepared. And if you're warm, that's okay, you are also prepared. Usually a plane is a pretty mild temperature, like lukewarm bath water temperature. But just to be safe, it's always good to have layers, especially if you're going from a cold destination to a warm, vice versa. You're just prepared.